Hello, my crafty friends. This is Sherry. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. I'm here to work on Roxy's weekly challenge. So this is the one she did last Monday. And so it is kind of similar to the one before that, I think. And so I was going to show you how the ones from last week turned out, and then you can see how we're doing these differently. So the ones last week, we did a pocket all the way, pretty much all the way to the top. We used postcards and did a pocket, like covered them with a piece of paper on one side, and then we had room to journal on the other side. So I made mine like journaling cards. This one's covered with vellum. I have a little washi tape sticker that looks like a postage stamp here. And then I actually, after the video, my last week's Roxy's Weekly Challenge video, I sewed. So like, I'm going to show it, hold it close so you can maybe see the sewing. But right here, I did a straight stitch all the way around here. And here's the pocket on that one. Here's this one. I did also a straight stitch on this one. I thought the stitching, I really like the stitching on all of them. This one, I thought it looked cool because it really added to this white part, decoration part here. And this one I had done a little punch out. So that's the pocket. This is, what is this? Is this wallpaper? Feels like wallpaper. Anyway, that's that one. Super cute. And this one, I did also a straight stitch. Just some of them, like, I just thought it would look better with a straight stitch. And you'll see the next two have a zigzag. But here's the pocket, you know, all the way up to the top. I would say, just as a reminder, when you sew these, if you're sewing them, see here's the back. Doesn't the stitching look nice around there? I think it really adds a lot. You don't have to stitch on them. I kind of left them all week, like I was done with the video, left them all week until today. So they were sitting there for 7 days, pretty much. And that was a good test to see if the glue held, like everything together, the wallpaper, the acetate, the paper, you know, and they're all fine with the glue. I just wanted to sew on them. So this one with sewing and the straight stitch. So these two have the zigzag. Oh, my reminder was, if you do sew on them, make sure you don't sew across the top where you have your opening. Because I say that because I almost did it on the first one I did was, let's see, what was the first one? I think this was the first one I did, and I started here. And I was about to turn. I was like, oh, well, oh no, don't even think about doing that, Sherry, to yourself, because I would be very unhappy if I did that. Sewed my pocket closed. So I was like, from then on, I was like, okay, Sherry, watch what you're doing. Don't sew your pockets closed. So this is the next one. This one also looks like wallpaper. Oh, this was the little wallpaper samples. That's what those were. Yeah, those little ones that I have, they're like a postcard or index card size. So yeah, those worked out good. See, here's the white little decoration on this one, and you can see what I added. These pieces, I already put a tag in this one. I made a little kind of journaling card out of this. This was a sticker from my Your Creative Studio box. It was a big sticker just like that, so I put it on some of my grungy kind of coffee dyed and Rit dyed manila folder that you've seen me be using in my from my scrap box, and then just cut it out, and that's a journaling card now. So it fit in here perfectly, so I just went ahead and left it in there as this one's. I haven't put journaling cards in the other ones yet. I think I should make some more of these because I think these are super cute and very vintagey looking. And the pink, the pink is from the Rit dye. So that is so cool how it shows through. Anyway, long story, but you get the picture, and that's the zigzag stitching on that one. These are all vintage postcards. This one is vellum that I got in, I think I got these in I got these in Your Creative Studio also, some pieces. And this is on let's see, what did I do? Oh, I put some piece of ephemera on here that was from a digital kit from your Studio 28E. I had some in my scraps that I hadn't used, and you can see that writing through, and it looks really cool. It looks like it's part of the vellum, but it's actually a piece I put on back there. This might have been, let's see, is this the one? There was one of these I wanted to cover up. It might have been this one. I can't tell. Yeah, this was it because I remembered it seemed like the picture was up right here. And when you turn it over, this part is upside down. But that's how the picture was. That's why I did it like this. Anyway, we covered up the picture I didn't like and put this vellum on here. There's a little, you know, punch out, zigzag stitch. And it turned out cute. Long. I know this is kind of long to show you. Okay, so that was all of those from last week. So let's get busy before we run out of time on this week. So this week I have a postcard. I had pulled out this envelope last week and didn't use it, so I got it out again. This is a little piece. I just like the red writing on here, and this was the cover. This was actually the cover from the wallpaper samples. And it has, it's like shiny glossy over here, and then it's more flat like a postcard over here. So I thought this would be the writing side. And this envelope is glued together. And you can separate if you have an envelope. I've done it once before, at least once, where I got envelopes that were sealed when I got them because they're just so old and they just sealed themselves over time. I wet it, and then I was able to open the flap and then make sure you leave the flap open and put it down so it dries with the flap open, and then you have your, that's what happened for me anyway. I was able to open old sealed envelopes. So let's just see if we can get these decorated today. So this week I watched Rachel's video, and you know, even though it seemed like similar to last week, I think she just wanted to do more with what she was doing. So I have this vellum again here, or acetate. I think this is more like acetate, this clear one. I thought I could use some of that, but if I don't want to use that, I have so many things I pulled out here, way more than I need. But I have this scrap. I would like to use that up somewhere, maybe on this one. Let me see. Can you see this? Let me pull it down a little bit. Make sure. Yeah, you can see. Okay. So maybe that could be used on this one, since this one's plain, you know, and I don't have to. It wouldn't look good on the red, and this is more white, so it looks good on this kind of off-white envelope. So let's put that there, and it works out good doing little smaller pockets because I didn't really want to cover up the stamp here. It's a 20-cent stamp, so it's been on there quite a while, and that would be the back part for writing if I make this into a journaling card. So let's see, other pieces I have here are these two other acetate pieces that were in my Your Creative Studio. Oh, this one's a sticker, and this one has to be glued down, and it has some writing on it here, just you know, it just random. That's the decoration, I guess. So let's see if any of these look good on the. I don't like the vintage, even though this is probably old and you can see it's browning. I don't like this over the red. And let's see. I don't mind covering up this because even though this is probably the same age as that envelope or older, 19 cents for a postcard. I'm not sure. This one did have a date on it, 1991, so it is vintage. But I really don't mind covering that up, so I might use this one, this flowery one, if I can get the backing off of it for this. But it would be stuck down completely, too, because it is a sticker, and I don't know. Sometimes I don't use these on video because I have a hard time getting this backing off, so I just wait. And if I know I'm going to use it, I'll take it off before. Which I didn't realize this was a sticker till just now. I thought it was like the other piece, just a piece of acetate or vellum. And see, it's just hard to get it started, and I don't like to take that time on my video. So I'll try one more time. If I can't get it, I will move on. And I think I'm going to move on. Okay. All right. That'll be for another day. Okay, so what do I have then? I have this, which I don't like on either one, so we're not going to use that. So we're not going to use that one because I can't get the sticker off. This one I tried to use last week, and I tried to see if it was sticker paper, and I compared it to my other sticker paper, and this backing is different, so I don't know. It's weird because it's shiny, but that's the way it is. I tried to get it off, and I ended up just kind of tearing it here, and it's not, there's no sticker. It's not a sticker. That's just the way it is. So again, that doesn't look good with the red, and it doesn't look good with the white. So let's see, what else did I have here to stick on here? Let's go with the clear Now what did I do with that? I stuck it somewhere. Oh gosh. What did I do with that? I'm so organized, I'm losing things. Okay, here it is. I stuck it over there. Okay, so this, since I don't want to cover up the red, I could make a pocket and then you can still see the red through there. You know, a little bit. So let's go ahead and actually, I think I'll just go ahead and glue this down. That might be the easiest way to cut it, so I can get it where I want it and then cut it so that it's, you know, not moving around. If it's glued down, it won't be moving around when I'm trying to cut it. And this is what I used last week, and it was just fine. Like I said, after a week of sitting here, I tested it and pulled on it and it wasn't coming off. So if you don't want to sew on it, it would be just fine to glue it down. So we're doing this one here. So I'm going to put the glue where I think I want that pocket to be, and then we'll decorate this one. And I did sew, I guess I've sewn through vellum before, but I did sew that one postcard I showed you, which had the vellum on it, and it sewed, you know, with no problem. So no problem sewing on vellum either. And this glue did dry clear last week when I used it. I did, oh, I remember now, this is bringing back my memories from last week. I did set it down over there and let it dry for a minute. So let's do that again, so this can dry for a minute and get stuck, and then we'll cut this off. I'm going to push it down, push the glue down there. Okay, now I'm going to put that over there and let it dry for a minute or two while we glue this one down. This is the other piece of acetate. That was a scrap, probably from last week, or I think it was probably from last week. Was it? Yeah, I see it right there. It's cut off from that one I just showed you. Okay. So this is going on here because it does look nice, and I get to use this up now. So that's awesome. Okay, so that's a pocket. And I don't feel like we need a little hole because it's, you know, it's right there. So, and this one I still need, so I'd like to put another piece of vellum possibly on this, but do I want to put anything else on there? I have these little pieces here that I put here to remind myself to possibly use them, and they're from something that I found at a thrift store that I just picked up randomly. Just a piece of paper, piece of cardstock that had these little postal images on it. And since this is a, you know, has that red, white, and blue flag, I thought one of these would look cute on here. See, wouldn't that look cute on there? And then maybe we'll decorate this one and then put a pocket on it. These are little like postage stamp sizes, and I left them together because I didn't know if I would end up using them together or separate. So let's see. I don't think I want this postmark right under there. I think it looks better over here. And I think I'm going to want to cut this. So let's see what scissors I have here. I just have these regular scissors. So let's just cut a couple of these off here and see what we want to do with them. Okay. I'm going to cut an even kind of border around. See the little border? Oh, sorry, I left my tissue there on the table. I don't know if you could see that, but you know, I have allergies. Got to be prepared here. Got a fresh cup of hot coffee there, which I should take a sip of. So I hope you all are crafting with me and doing Roxy's Weekly Challenge or whatever you want to do. So this could go on here somewhere, like maybe like that. Or I really like everything on this little piece here. I don't really want to cover it up. So what if I put this even with the envelope and then put this on top? Well, it would be neat to leave the year there. So something like that. Okay, that looks cute. So let's glue that down while we're waiting for that other thing to dry. And then we'll see if we want to add a pocket We could end up not adding a pocket here. I mean, you know how I do the challenges. A lot of times I just watch it. I want to do it, but I kind of just put my own spin on it, you know, do my own thing a lot of times. Most of the time. Rarely do I do it exactly how it was done originally. So that's all, I think, the fun part of it, to put your own spin on it, right? Plus, if you don't have the things that are used in the original video, it's fun to just pull out what you do have and use what you do have. Okay, so that one we glued down the pieces we talked about. So these are extra little pieces. We've got a pocket on here, and let me grab this one now. I think that's dry enough to cut off. Let's cut this one. And so we got a clear pocket on that one, acetate pocket on that one. Now do we want to put a clear pocket on this one? Let's see how this looks. So we glued all these pieces all the way down. Let's see. And so we could put a clear pocket over here. Yeah, we could do that. That would work. Yeah, why not? Why not? Okay, let's do it. So I'm going to put some more glue on here. I kind of had it up to here. And then it will be glued across the bottom. And over here, try to get that a little bit even. Not covering up the stamp at all. So we're making lower pockets this week and not covering up the whole postcard or whatever. You could use, last week I had pulled out several ideas of different things you could use besides a postcard, and they were recipe card. No, you could even use an index card, you know, index card, recipe card. I didn't think of that last week. Index card, I just thought of that just now. But yeah, index card, recipe card, postcard. You know, get a piece of cardstock and cut it into a postcard size. You know, there's just, you know, really no requirement of what you have to use as your base. So, you know, I love just using what I have, you know, for any of these challenges. So now I didn't even let that dry. Oh my word. I'm just cutting off the vellum. Let's see, or the acetate. Let's see if it sticks down. I like it though. Okay, we do need to let that dry a little bit though. I think I'll let it dry for a minute so I don't tear it off. But super cute, and you can see all the decoration under. So that's awesome. Let's put that to dry for a minute or two while we work on these two. So we need something here on these two. So I have a lot of stuff here I pulled out, of course. So yeah, I'm still working on ShabbyDabbyDooDah, Tina's design team. The other two I took a break from. Just I needed to, you know, work on some of my own ideas and things. But I got a super awesome kits from Tina this month, and I'm going to be working with them throughout the month. So it's not like one design team project. It's working with ephemera kits from Tina. So I got this one. I will put the links in the video. I mean, under the video, this video. But this is a cool one. I printed on this resume paper that I picked up at a thrift store. It's kind of almost a goldish yellowish color tint to it, but it's very vintage, almost coffee dyed looked, but that was the original color. And then I printed these labels on here so you can see how cool they are. Notes, memories, journal, all the different words. See, these have little ears on them, and these are flat. Of course, you can always cut the ears off if you're cutting these out and you don't want the ears. You can always just cut them right off and make them a rectangle. So in here, see, these are even bigger. And I printed all these at the original size, I believe. So all of these I have printed on. And I think this is all from, I don't think I printed it twice. I think I printed it one time. Yeah, because I didn't want too much to cut out. That's a lot to cut out. You can see I didn't cut these out yet. but I cut all of these out. I have some cut out that I could use. So I wanted to show you that since I might want to use some of these. Let's see, I have some of the word ones here somewhere. And this is all another kit, which if I use some of this, I'll show it to you. Otherwise, I'll show it to you in another video when I use it. Oh, here they are. Here's all the ones with the words. That's what I want to see if I want to use one of those. Let me pull those over here. I don't know if you can see over here where I am. Can you see over here? Not really. But here's all the ones with the words that I've cut out from here. And these are all papery. I wanted to print them on the paper so that I could have nice, flat, easy things to glue down on things. So I printed them on paper, but you could print these on, you know, cardstock too. So I want to see if we want some of these on here. So let's see real quick how these look on here. That would look cool. That's journal, memories, and let's see, do I have a notes here? Yeah, here's a notes. So I might put a notes. I kind of like I like the notes on there. So I'm not going to hesitate because I don't want to run out of time. See if we can actually finish some of these. And now that I know, I let that one sit. I wasn't worried about any of those sticking, and I wasn't really even worried about the acetate one sticking, but I did want to test it. So, you know, now that I've tested it, I will be sewing on these sooner than a week later, probably today if I have time. But I mean, you can leave it at that. That's cute. I feel like it needs something up here. I might almost put some washi tape up there real quick. Let me check my time. Yep, I've got a few minutes still. So I have my scrap box over there, and I have this. This is my Your Creative Studio, and some of my In Love Arts might be in here too. So I think I left some of my washi tape in here. I hope I didn't put it away because I need some right now. I wonder if I put it away. I have the bigger washi tape, but I was trying to keep the washi tape in here. Well, oh, I have this one. That might be a little big though, the typewriters. And I have this one. That's too much color. I wanted a smaller one. Let's see, I have this one, but that's way too big. So let's see the typewriters. I think that's going to be too big. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'd rather have something smaller. Let's look in this bag here. This is from Happy Mail. Let me put this back down there. And there's a bunch of little, like, ribbons and things with words and things. So let's see, that might be cool to find something in here to glue down on there. This is a little, see, this has little like fish hooks. Super cute. But wouldn't that look cute right there? That would look cute. So shall we just do that and not waste time looking through all that pile and just go with this one? I think we should. I like it too. It really looks cute. Okay, so that's what it needed. It needed a little bit of something there. I'm going to try to make it as long as the envelope before I cut it here. So let's cut it right here. And then we'll use some Fabri-Tac. I have these scissors over here that cut nicely through. If you ever see these at Dollar Tree, they work really great. They're really sharp and they're Westcott, and they cut. I've only saw them once, and I didn't buy them because, you know, for fabric, I just wanted a smaller pair of scissors, and I got them, and I was like, oh my goodness, these are awesome. And so I'm keeping my eye out now for another pair. If they have them again, I'll pick up another one, just because if these, sometimes I try to use these now that I know that they're so sharp and they cut fabric really nicely. I try to just use them on fabric, but once in a while I use them on paper. So I want to get another pair in case I kind of wear those out. I mean, they're $1, so, you know, but the problem is that you know, I haven't seen them since then. They were, when I first found them, they were in the wrapping paper section. They're hanging in the section there where they have the wrapping paper and the tissue paper and all that on that wall. Yeah, so I didn't just look in the craft or the office supply section. I look in the gift wrap section too. So we didn't seal our pocket or anything. Make sure you don't seal up your pocket. And there we go. We have a little trim, which is cute. And we have our little notes, and we still can see our stamp. We could put something up here. And then we have our writing space on the back. Let's see if we have anything to put up there. So what else do I have here that would fit there? Let me see. I have a bunch of little pictures. Oh, I have some little, well, I don't think I want another postage stamp. I have all of these pictures from, and cut out things from ShabbyDabbyDooDah. 2 ephemera kits. I got her, what is it called? I think ephemera kit 1 and ephemera kit 2. They might be called Victorian, if I remember right. Victorian ephemera kit 1 and ephemera kit 2. And then I got those labels that I showed you. So, yeah, I'm looking for something that could go here. That could go there. It fits. I just don't know if I like it. And I don't, oh, here's something. Let's see what this is. Little triangle. Ooh, I could use, yeah, I got something special to use that for. I'm going to save that. I have an idea. A project that I want to do. That looks cute. I wonder if we should put something bigger there. Because this is the decorated side, and there's going to be a little, we could put a journaling card in there. So let me see. Let me just look through here for any more little bits. And so I don't see any little bits. Oh, you know what? Here's something too. I have my rub-ons here. Have my rub-ons. A little something from my rub-ons. And oh, here's a bunch of little buttons. I just don't know if I can get this off right now. Oh, I think maybe I can. These buttons would look cute up there, wouldn't they? I think they would. Let me cut them. See, I almost grabbed my fabric scissors there. And I'm calling my fabric scissors. So I have these available to cut the buttons out. So yeah, if you've never used rub-ons, I kind of learned on video one time how to use these. And all you do is, these are from Dollar Tree, I found out. I got them from something I bought on Etsy, and they were in the bundle. But I think these same ones or something very similar to these are at Dollar Tree. I've never found them at Dollar Tree, but if I do, I'm going to pick them up because they really look cool when you put them down. So I think what you do is, you gotta be careful. If you touch them, you could mess them up like I just did. So you put them, I'm going to put them right up to the edge like that. I think I'm doing this right. I've only done it right once before, but one time I touched them and it kind of took a part of them off. So I think you put them down, you rub them. Let me use, let's see, what do I have here? I'm just going to use the scissors. So you rub them. Hopefully I'm doing this right. Rub them. Yeah, and I did it right after I did it wrong. I didn't know they were ribbons. I didn't know what they were. I thought they were stickers or something, or just little pieces you cut out and glue down. Then I figured out they were rub-ons. And so then I did it right the next time. And so you have to be careful you don't tear them apart. See, let me rub them a little bit more. And this, we might not get any more done than this one, because I have a feeling my time is going to run out here. But you have to rub them on enough to get them to release from this acetate that they're attached to. Let's try that again, because it looked like it wasn't releasing as much as it should. Okay, now these are coming off now. See, they're not coming off. I mean, this is plenty sharp enough. I like to rub on them. Let me rub a little bit more. Maybe I'm rubbing really hard. See, I guess I'm still learning. I thought I knew what I was doing. Maybe I don't. Rubbing really hard. And I think I see them. I think I can see them releasing a little bit. Maybe that's the key. You see them start to kind of cloud up. So that means they're releasing from the vellum, maybe. All right. We're doing it. We're doing it. I think maybe we can try again. I just don't want to ruin it because they're so pretty. Plus, I don't want to ruin this card. Or I could, if you did ruin it with a piece of rub-on, you could always put something over it, right? Okay, here we go. We're doing it now. See, now they're coming off. Okay. If they're not perfect, see, it looks cute. It does look, oh, that looks awesome. I love it. I love these rub-ons because you can't tell that they're stickers or you know what they are. So I'm going to have to rub a little bit more here, and my time, I believe, is up. So I'm going to finish this off video, but look, let me show you how this looks. Aren't they cute? The little buttons. And you can't really tell once they're down. You don't see anything in between because, you know, there is nothing in between. But they don't look like stickers, and they look really cool. So I'm going to rub on these a little bit more off video, and I'll show you next week, you know, my next Roxy Weekly Challenge, how all of these 3 that we worked on came out. But we did this one. We put the acetate on here, so I'll decorate this one. And then we finished this one pretty much. I'll see if I do anything else on this. And any sewing I'll show you next week. So I hope you enjoyed my take on this week's Roxy's Weekly Challenge, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and happy crafting.